Assalamualaikum, dear fellows. Welcome to today's session. This is the research sessions, research internship course uh, presented to you by Scholar Studio Research Institute. So today we will be discussing selection of a research topic and problem. We will be discussing selection of research topic. Then we will discuss in detail the problem definitions and the literature review. That how you can select a topic and how you can do a literature review. Identifying a suitable topic and problem for research problem for work is one of the most difficult part of a research, and before choosing a research topic and problem, the researcher should keep the following points in mind. We will be discussing different points. So basically, choosing a good research topic is the first and the most crucial step. And in conducting a successful study, it also influences your engagement, the feasibility of your research, and the quality of the final output. And a weak topic will lead you to poor data quality, confusion, and reduced research impacts. So there are certain things you should keep in mind while working on any research topic, or during the selection of any research topic. Yeah, so the first of all is the topic should be suitable for research. It means that the topic must be researchable, and you can answer that question, that can you design a study around it. If you want to work on some specific topic, then you must be capable of designing a research based on that particular topic, and the researchers should have interest in it. If you don't have any interest, then you will not be able to work on that topic. Your interest drives consistency. You have to choose a topic that genuinely is suitable for you, and you genuinely wants to work on that particular topic. And uh, topic should not be chosen by compulsion from someone. If someone from someone else If someone else is trying to select a topic for you, you should not do that thing, because the best thing to select a topic is that you have interest in that topic, and you have to avoid the external imposed topics that may not align with your expertise or the motivation you want to do. And the next thing is that this topic should be original, and at least have a unique angle. If it has been previously explored, then there must be a unique angle in that thing, and you have to finalize your topic. Often research supervisors suggest a topic and state a problem in broad view. The researcher has to narrow it and define it in an operational form. If you're working in any lab, or you are working on your final year projects, and you have chosen a supervisor, and supervisor told you to work on some, let's say, prevalence topic or disease, then the topic selection with the help of supervisor consultation is important, and it will ensure the academic validity and resource availability, because the supervisor will know about the resources, that what type of resources are available, and what resources can be easily used to conduct the study. And the researcher has the complete freedom to choose the topic and the problem. Anyway, you have a freedom. You can select a topic. It should be original, and you can easily do these things with the help of the supervisor. For example, broad topic may be tuberculosis in Pakistan, and if you narrate down, for example, if you want to study the prevalence of TB patients among previously in different hospital in our for let's say tertiary care hospitals of Peshawar. Basically, the choosing your topic wisely is like choosing your destination before beginning a journey, and a well-selected topic means that you will stay motivated, you will stay focused and productive during your research, as this topic will be of your own choice, of your own motivation, and you will be highly motivated to work on that particular topic. But if the topic does not excite you, you are more likely to lose interest when the challenges arise, or when you start work on that topic. So you have a freedom to choose a topic. A supervisor can do some input in that things, and supervisor can offer you a broad topic and suggest and provide insight into the current research trends, provide you with the helpful details about the current state of that particular topic. And you have to narrow down that idea. Researchers have to narrow down that ideas, define the variables, and determine the target population if you want to work on some target, and also shape the measurable objectives, that what kind of objectives you want to conduct on that particular topic. And in a case of project research or fellowship, the researcher cannot have freedom to choose a topic, seeing he has to work on a project, the goal of which is already defined by the project supervisor. Basically, sometimes you got a chance to work on different research projects, then in the projects you have to conduct that thing, and you have to work on that the particular specific field or specific topic. So selection of a research topic and problems is research topic and problem choose by researcher himself has many advantages if you want to choose your own topic. For example, like we discussed the role of supervisors, that supervisor can help you to select a topic and like, help you in topic refinement. So the supervisor will offer you a broad topic, you will narrow it down, and in independent research you can do it on your own, and you have a creative control, you can do it on your own will. If you have motivation for some particular topic, you can work on that particular topic. But on project or grant based research, as we discussed, there are predefined goals, there are limited scope of that particular project, and you have to work on that. For example, if your supervisor tells you that you can work on maternal nutrition, it is a very good topic nowadays. Then you have to define the topic. For example, if you can say that you can suggest let me suggest you a topic based on the maternal nutrition, let's say effect of third trimester iron supplementation on hemoglobin level, or any other thing. So a supervisor is like a compass, not the map. Supervisor will guide you, but it's your own responsibility to explore and define your specific path and learn to take ownership of your own topics. And if you select topic on your own, there will be more advantages to you, and there may have the selection of topic by the researcher himself herself is there are many advantages. First of all, the researcher can pursue his her own interest to the farthest limits, and you can work on. There will be a great motivation for you if you work on the topic you are motivated about, you are excited about, and you want to work on. And there is an opportunity to spend a long time on something that is a continuous source of his pleasure. So a personal sense of academic ownership will also be felt at that time, and you will be able to work for long hours. Like if you have a topic, you want to work on some specific topic, and that topic excites you, you are motivated for that specific topic, then you can easily spend extra hours, you can easily give some extra hours, some extra minutes to that particular work. And because you will be motivated, you will be excited while working on that particular topic, and there will be long-term engagement, and the result would prove better in terms of the growth of the researcher and the quality of work. So uh, yeah, you can work on when you choose your own topic, you connect with your work, and this personal connection often reflects the quality and originality of your finds, and it will help you to look for a better topic. And if researcher is not interested in that topic and problem assigned to them by anyone else by compulsion, the researcher will not be able to face and overcome the obstacle while which came at every stage in research. So basically, while doing the research work or conducting any type of research work, you have to face different problems. You will be working on different topics and different things, different data sets and all the things, and you are not interested in that particular topic, then there will be a lot of issues coming to you, and you will be facing many issues while working on that particular topic, because that topic will be not of your interest, and you will not be that much interested in that topic. So, how to identify a research topic and a research or a research problem? So, we will discuss about the identification of a research topic and problem. So, there are some sources of identification of a research topic and problem, which are as following. So, first one is the theories of one's own interest. You have interest, and you have a interest in some particular topic, some particular research topic. So you can work on convert your topic into some very specific research questions, and then further work on that particular topic, and you can build concept on the studies you have done in your research, and or you are studying some, let's say you are studying a course of psychology or infectious disease or microbiology, and you have got some idea regarding the research on that particular in that particular subject, then you can work on that thing, and this is one of the way to identify or select a research topic. And the second thing is the daily problem or the daily observations, which is through which can identify common problems during clinical posting. You are working as a house officer or TMO, or at any other post, MO, or at some other post in a tertiary care hospital or at any hospital in your vicinity, and you are observing many diseases, many patients, and you feel that there are some type of disease that you can easily work on. Then you can also choose that topic, and there may be technical changes or technical advances. You can also cite recent research like different recent trends. Let's discuss the technical details or technical advances. You can explore the under researched innovations or the topics which are not that much explored, and there are still room for improvement, and there is still room from further work. You can select that topic, and the next thing is the recent trends. You have to study the recent literature, and you can use different websites like PubMed, ResearchGate, or Google Scholar to find out that what are the recent work going on in some specific field or some specific area of research. And the unexplored areas, you can also study the unexplored areas, unexplored problems, and all these things will be getting topics about all these things while you will be reading some research articles or from journals or from some other sources. And the next thing is the discussion with the experts or the expert conversations with the experts. If there is an expert, and you can get guidance related to your topic selection from the expert mentors, and this thing will also help you to select your topic easily. And all these things are very necessary while selecting topic. There are certain things we have discussed. First of all, you have your own interest in some topic. The second thing is you observe daily problems, and then you want to work on that particular thing. And the third thing is the technical changes or the literature which you have studied, and then you want to work on that thing. And the recent trends and literature based on some specific topic. You can also work on the unexplored areas, and you can also discuss your topic with your mentor or research expert who will guide you further on that particular topics. So every rotation or newspaper headline could be the start of your next research idea, and you have to stay observant, stay curious. So you can even got research ideas from in even newspapers. Like I said to you that, for example, if you see that there is some specific disease which is spreading at high rate, then you can easily work on that research topics, and you can select that topic and explore further on that particular area, and then work. For example, there is a COVID-19. You can also work on COVID-19 impact on mental health, or use of mobile apps for medication, or use of mobile apps for medication of hypertensive patients, or everything like that. You can work on that thing. So the next thing is the definition and formation of a problem or research problem. After identifying any sort of problem, while you have identified your problem, then in order to solve it, it has to be defined and formulated problem properly. For this purpose, one can execute the following. So you have worked on some specific research problem, and you have identified that you are going to work on that particular topic, that particular research idea, and then the next stage comes. You have to refine and define and formulate it properly, write it, which we call synopsis, research synopsis. You have to develop your research synopsis or research proposal, and you can do it by the following means. First of all is the state the problem in questionnaire form or in equivalent form. First of all, you have to convert your topic into some specific research questions and specify the problem in detail and in precise term. You have to remove the ambiguities. You have to define all the parameters and list all the assumptions. For example, there are certain assumptions about uh, some topic. You have to add all of them, and let's say, and then assess feasibility. You have to examine the feasibility of a particular solution, that this is feasible and one can easily work on that particular research topic. For the feasibility, you have to look at certain things like feasibility related to the time that if you have 4 months to complete your research course or research work, then you have to select the topic that can easily be completed in that particular time, and then you have to look at the feasibility related to the assess to the participant and to the ethical approvals and all these things. You have to look that the topic is feasible, and I can work on that topic, I can complete that in that particular time with the resources available. So you have to look at all these things. You have to keep in mind all these details while selection of your topic. And now, if for example, there is a topic on nutritional status of children, nutrition status of children. Let's say you want to work on the nutrition status of children of some particular area. Then you have to define the problem. For example, we define the problem as that association between body mass index (BMI) and hemoglobin level among children's age 6 to, let's say, 10 or 6 to 12 in rural schools of whatever district you want to study. If it's Charsada, you are from Charsada, you can use Charsada or Peshawar or Mardan or somewhere else. So you have to define all these things, and you have to define your problem clearly, and the hypotheses and the methodology depend upon the frame of the issue you have discussed. And if you were unable to work on that thing properly, then you will not be able to work on your research. So to this end, a researcher can ask a series of questions on the problem, and if you, there will be a lot of questions related to the topic. And if you want to evaluate a research problem, you want to evaluate a research problem, then you have to answer or find the answer of the some specific questions. First of all, is the problem really interesting to the researcher and to the academic or law community or science community or anything? So first of all is that you have to look at that, is it academically interesting and clinically significant? If it is not significant clinically or by the law or through research science, are not beneficial for science community or for academic purpose, you cannot, for example, let's say you cannot work on a topic for almost 5 years if you are working on final year projects in your bachelor study, and you have selected a topic that you want to examine some patient for 5 years, and then you will write a report on them. Then you can't wait for your degree to be completed in 10 years. So you have to look at these things, that is this interesting and academically feasible, and is the problem significant to the present status of the topic? You have to look at this thing, that does the it address the gap in knowledge, or it can solve the real world problem. If it is unable to support or solve the real world problem, then it's not a good research topic. You have to look at these things, that the problem is significant to present status of the topic, and it will definitely solve or address any research gap in the research, or it will solve a real world problem. And the next thing is that is there sufficient supervision or guidance available on that topic? If there is no sufficient supervision or guidance available, and the resources available, then you cannot start that topic. And you have to make sure that the mentorships and resources are available, and you can work on that. And the next thing is that you have to keep in mind that, can the problem be solved in the required time frame? You cannot, like I told you earlier, that you cannot conduct a final year project research for 5 years or 8 years or five to or it into for too many times. So you have to complete your work in some specific time frame. Even if you are doing PhD, you have to try to complete your research within 1 2 years. to get your degree on time. So the next thing will be the time frame, that is it capable, and you have to question yourself that can you conduct it within your time and budget. And the next thing is the are the necessary material, educate library and other facilities available. You have to make sure that everything related to your topic is available. And the good thing is that you will be able to, after answering all these questions, after working on all these questions, you will be able to easily conduct your study, and there will be no ambiguity in between the study or in between the research. So uh, that's why this is the reason that we work on research synopsis before or prior to the research, just to make sure that the topic is accurate, it is feasible, and the topic can be research can be completed on time, and the mentorship for that particular topic is available. So it is very important, and these questions are some sort, you can say it just like a filters, that these particular questions will work like a filter and will help you to select a workable and meaningful problem. And if let's say if there are more than two answers that are no, then you have to reconsider. For if for example, if there is no supervision available, or the problem cannot be solved in the required time frame, then you have to reconsider your problem, and you have to work on next question, next topic. So all these things are very important, and working on all these topics, all these questions will make sure that you select a detailed topic, and you have select topic that is capable of that you are capable to work on that specific research or to conduct that specific study in that time frame. So it is very important to look after all these questions, to work on all these questions, to try to answer all these questions while working on any type of research. And by doing all these things, you will be able to complete your study or your research work on time. And if the answer to these questions are satisfactory, then you can work and on the chosen problem. And in addition, you can discuss the problem with the current senior research students, and also obtain the scope of the problem and other related aspects. So these are the very important things. And if you want to conduct any type of research, you have to work on all these things. And this is very important for the selection of the topic. And if you work on all these things, then you will be able to select a related topic, select some topic that you can easily work on. So you have to keep all these things in mind while selecting any of the topic. And after the topic, there is a next thing, literature survey or literature review. All of you might have heard these terms, and most of you might be aware of the literature surveys or literature review. It is basically a collection of research publication, books, journals, articles, and other documents that are related to define the problem you have selected. And it is very essential to know that whether the defined problem has already been solved, and the current status of the problem, the techniques that are useful to investigate the problem, and other details. So a systematic review of published and unpublished sources that relate to your research topic. So it is critical before beginning any new research. And if you discuss that why it is critical and why it is important, for example, it will prevent the redundancy or the work on some topic for 2 3 times. And it will also clarify the conceptual framework of your topic. It will also identify the research gap if you study the status of the problem. And the problem this with the status of the problem will help you to identify gap in the literature or to identify new research gaps. And it will also help you to build your research problems, research questions. And it will also help you to make sure that it will also help you to provide you details in about methods, tools, and the expected results. So uh, one can do a lot of things to get literature reviewed. You can study different research articles, different research journals, different books, and all the details. But The main thing is to for the literature review is the journals which publish abstract of paper published in various journals. You can study you can or survey the abstract related to your topic. You can also review articles related to the topic you have chosen and journals which publish research articles and the advanced level books on the chosen topics, proceedings of conference, workshops, discussions, and experts encyclopedia and internet. So all these is very important and you can also work on different dissertation conference proceedings. For example, you can study different websites like WHO, CDC, National Health Reports, etc. For example, if you are working on some topic, let's say prevalence of anemia in female university students, and you want to conduct a literature review on that particular topic, then this particular topic will provide you prevalence studies and dietary causes. The literature you will be working on will cover different type of topics like the prevalence studies, dietary causes, socioeconomic factors, and intervention. So think of your literature review as a conversation with the past researcher, like the researcher who have already worked on some specific topic. Think of them like a conversation. Think of the literature review as like you are working or you are discussing something with the previous researchers, with the past researchers, and before you add your own details or your own addition to that research, you must first listen to theirs and you must first study their details. So all of these things are very important, and a review of the literature in the area of research. If you have any question, we will respond to all of the answers and in at the end of this session. So if you have any question, we will answer to each and every question at the end of this session. So review of literature in the area of research is a preliminary step before attempting to plan the study, and the literature review will help you in certain ways and it will be beneficial in certain ways. That literature review is basically more than reading, it's analysis, and you have to read with the purpose and to design and to impose and to innovate. So while conducting a literature review or working on literature review, you have to analyze, you have to do analysis, and the benefits that literature review will give you is the first one is that sharpen the problem, reformulate it, or even lead to defining other closely related problems. So you have to avoid the previously solved questions and refine your topic and formulate the related hypotheses and get proper understanding of the chosen topic and get familiar with the measurement instrument, for example, questionnaire, diagnostic criteria, or any other topic, any other details you want to add. And then you can also require a proper theoretical and practical knowledge to investigate the problem. You have to get familiar with the measurement details or instruments. For the example, anything you want to use for that particular literature review, you want to use questionnaire or study questionnaires, then you can easily make your questionnaire from the previously studies or previous literature. And the next thing is to show how the problem under study relate to the previous research studies, that how it is related to the previous research, and position your research in the global or regional context. If you are working on some problem which is which is a global problem, then you can relate your topic to the global problem in a literature review. First of all, you have to give it the global context, and then the regional, and then the national context, and all these things should be in proper details. So you have to work on all these things and know whether the proposed problem has already been solved. Don't solve already solved problems. Don't work on already or previously solved questions. So basically, the literature review is not uh, just the study of previous articles or previous data. Literature review is the complete guide, or literature review, you can say, is the analysis of the previous study and the topic selection, problem formulation, and all of things related to the literature review. Then through survey, one can collect really information about the problem. Like I discussed earlier, that while doing research survey or literature review, these are the same thing and with different names. So if you are doing a literature review, you can collect relevant information about the problem, and clarity of idea can be acquired through study of literature. If you study previous literature, if you study articles on the last 5 year articles on some specific problem, then you will be able to understand that the pattern of that problem, that how it is going from the past 5 years, that how much work has been already done on that particular idea and how much more work can be done on that particular idea. And apart from literature directly connect with the problem, the literature that relates to similar problem is also useful. Sometimes you can easily get improve scientific writing, and you can easily get another topic by working on that literature review. And a review on past work will help you to know the outcome of those investigations where the similar problems where the similar problems are solved, and it will help you to work on that thing. If there is a study on mosquito nets in Africa, the use of mosquito nets in African country, and you want to work on that particular study because the geographic region will be changed, and then you can work on that topic. There are certain topics when geographic region change, you can easily work on them if even if it is previously solved or worked by someone else have worked on that particular topic. So, a review on past work will help you to know about the outcomes of those investigation where the similar problems was solved, and it can help to design the methodology for the present work. If you study an article on malaria or the use of use of mosquito nets to avoid malaria, then you can formulate your research design. You can study that someone have used particular study design, and you can also work on that study design. So it is very important, and it can help to formulate a satisfactory structure of the research proposal. At the end of selection of your topic and literature review, you will be required to work on a research proposal. You will be required to work on research synopsis to formulate your topic, to finalize your topic, and definitely the literature review will help you to formulate your research proposal easily. So, in conclusion, the topic selection, problem formulation, and literature review, these three things uh, are the foundation blocks of any research projects, whether it is medical, social, or natural sciences. And together, all these things shape the direction, relevance, and feasibility of your study. And if the clear these are, the smoother your journey through proposal writing, data collection, and publication will be. And if you have worked on all of these things, you will be able to work easily on that particular topic. And before you collect any data, collect clarity and be clear about that topic before data collection, before topic selection. Make sure that you are clear in your mind again regarding the selected topic. And this is the stage where a good researcher is born, and a good researcher is shaped. Anyone who work on the topic and study every aspect of the topic before starting the original research on that particular topic, that person will be capable to easily complete the study, and that person will be able to work properly on that particular topic. So this was the crux of today's lectures, that the selection of topic is very important, but you have to keep in mind certain things, and you have to work on certain aspects of the topic. You have to study some questions. You have to work on some question before working on the research topic of your choice or selection of the research topic. And then, we discussed in this lecture, that selection of topic needs a lot of things, and you have to question certain things. You have to question yourself, that are you interested in that topic, and is the topic feasible to be completed, and you can easily discuss these things with the supervisor or mentor. Mentor or supervisor is also important in any type of research, although you will be working on your own. And all of the work will be done by yourself, but mentor or supervisor or anyone who guides you in the research is very important, and this will make your thing easy. And then we discussed that you have you have to choose the topic which motivates you, and then that we identified certain things that you can even build concepts on the build titles on the concept you have studied in your class, and you can even study the current trends, the technical advances, or the expert conversations, or the discussions with the experts. And then we discussed that the formulation of problem, you have to convert your topic. While this was the first stage, and after you have completed your topic and you have selected your topic, you have to now convert that research topic into research question, and then study all of these things, look at the feasibility, assess the feasibility related to time, participants, ethical approval, and methodology. And then you have to question certain yourself related to the research problem, that is it academically interesting and significant, and you have to find out the knowledge or the knowledge gap, and discuss it with the mentor to make sure that all the resources are available. You have to also look at your budget and time, that if you don't have too much time for the topic, then you must not start that topic. But if you can work on that topic, you should work on that topic which can be easily completed, and in the time and budget you have, and also make sure that the topic the study produce measurable outcomes. And the literature survey, we studied the importance of the literature, that a literature survey helps you. The major importance of the literature is that it helps you to identify the gaps in the literature and to clarify the conceptual framework, and it will help you to build your own study or the rationale of your own study. And it will also help you while working on methods, tools, and expected results. So all of these things are very important, and very important to work on before starting your research topic. So this was general discussions about the topic selection, literature review, and research problems. So if you have any question related to the topic, then you can ask in chat, or you can even unmute yourself and ask directly.